Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm here with the one and only Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Hi everyone.
So every month I usually do my current favorite, which is basically where I highlight some of the fragrances I reach for a bit more than the rest. But I wanted to switch things up a bit, so I invited Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Yeah.
So I picked 6 fragrances that I reach for a bit more than the rest, and also that I sort of enjoy a bit more than the rest. And you have picked 6 as well, right?
Yes, I have, but I do have a question.
Okay.
Because I can see that you have actually picked more than 6.
Yeah. Shh. So first up is a fragrance that was suggested to me by some of you guys, and I really appreciate that you suggested me to get it, because this is one of my absolute current favorites. This is Gisada Ambassador Intense. Please do spray it on.
Yeah.
So Ambassador Intense to me has quite a big dose of something that is sweet, that is sort of a vanilla focused, together with something musky. It has a sort of a fruity side to it, a hint, just a hint of leather, making it really sexy. There are some similarities between this one and Dior Sauvage Elixir, which is one of my fragrances for life, and you and I did a comparison between this one and Elixir. I'm gonna link to that one above, so please do make sure to check it out. It gives me this incredibly addictive, intoxicating, and super sexy / elegant vibe that I just can't get enough of. And the performance is crazy strong. Even though Dior Sauvage Elixir is one of my absolute most complimented fragrances, I do feel this in a way is maybe even more mass appealing. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And I think that what will happen with Dior Sauvage Elixir is that everyone will have it in a couple of years. But I don't think that's the case with Gisada Ambassador Intense. So my first one is HUGO Boss de Scent Le Parfum. And this one is powdery. And you know what we say about powdery fragrances.
I'm not sure what I say, but I think powdery is like sexy.
Yes, we say, and we know that this is a fact. Powdery fragrances are sexy on a man.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was so happy when they released this. They still have the Maninka that you can find in the other fragrances as well. But this is the only one where they have added iris for that powderiness. And I sprayed this on my hand when we were preparing this video. And oh my god, it smelled good.
So Le Parfum to me is probably actually one of the best from HUGO Boss. And this one to me is like soft powdery, leathery and woody, and everything in it is done in that sort of a mass appealing way that HUGO Boss makes them. So yes, it's powdery, but it's soft powdery. It's leathery and woody, but everything is well blended and it smells gorgeous. So my next current favorite is a fragrance that for some reason I do understand parts of why it is so polarizing, at least when I discuss it with other men.
Yeah.
But when it comes to women getting a whiff of it, nothing polarizing, they just love it. So which fragrance am I talking about? I'm talking about Parfums de Marly's Calan. So Calan and me go back like 2 or 3 years. I tried it from the beginning, I did enjoy it, but I was not blown away by it, so I did not buy it straight up. And since then, I tried it probably 10 or 15 times, a lot of times. And it wasn't until this year that I tried it on my skin, and instead of just getting like a spicy kind of woodiness, I also got a whiff of this intoxicating kind of sweetness at the base. And that experience just made me fall in love right there and then, and I had to buy it, and now I have it. And this has turned out to be a crazy compliment, Gary. I love it, women love it. Yeah.
When we were out and you had sprayed this on, and I was like, wow, you smell really amazing, what is that? And I think you had mixed it with something else, but I actually thought that the scent of this was quite similar to Leighton Exclusive, which is a very woody one. This is like Leighton Exclusive, but with a sweet and more spicy side, which is beautiful.
So here's the thing, guys, a few fragrances has landed me so many weird, sort of angry comments like Calan. Just the other day I had a guy like, oh my God, I'm never gonna sub to you because you mentioned Kalan. I'm like, okay, take it easy.
Well, stop, but it is his choice to not sub to you if he doesn't want to smell good.
Yeah, you don't have to sub to me. But I do want to say this, if you have the chance, please do try this one on your skin. Avoid trying it on paper and make up your mind for yourself.
So I'm a huge fan of Scandal Pour Homme from Jean Paul Gaultier.
As well.
Yeah, and I mean, I was so happy when I found out that there was a Le Parfum coming out, and this is it. And this is, I just can't get enough of it. So of course, this is what I'm smelling a lot right now. And what I do enjoy about this one is that it's still a sweet fragrance like the original, but this has a different kind of sweetness. So the original is more caramel sweet, this is more vanilla sweet in a beautiful way. So I'm guessing you are going to have to invite me to another comparison.
Yes, definitely. I've been wearing this quite a bit lately in order to prepare for my review of it, which will come out soon. And after that one, you and I really need to do a comparison of this one. Le Parfum to me definitely reminds me of the original, but there are differences. There are different sort of nuances to the two, and I really enjoy it. I love wearing it, and I think if you enjoy the original, then you will most likely enjoy this one as well.
Yes, and I would also say that if you don't enjoy the original, please do try this one out because it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about something. Many guys say that they hate the original because it's too sweet. But I love sweet fragrances on a man, and I know that many women do. Yeah. What are your experiences when you have sweet fragrances on? Are they like more complimented than others or less?
So in my experience, most women do enjoy a bit of sweetness in men's fragrance. Now, how much is so individual, but at least a bit of sweetness. With that said, there are a sort of a group that don't enjoy sweetness in men's fragrances. But I do find that group to be not as big as those who enjoy sweetness.
No. So there you have it.
So if you are a subscriber, then you know that I'm a leather freak. And if you didn't know that, then it's really time to hit that subscribe. So I have a lot of leather fragrances, but one that I absolutely 100% truly immensely love is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, which is also one of my fragrances for life. It really doesn't matter if it's like spring, summer as well, fall or winter, but I do reach for it more during the sort of a chilly period. So this one is a scent that I reach for quite a bit right now. So here's where I've been cheating a bit in this list because I do have more than 6 fragrances. But the other leather fragrance that I've been really reaching for quite a bit is Kenzo Homme. This is the Eau de Parfum. Please do, I know you know this one, right? So you don't need to sniff it.
I do,
but please do spray on that one. Truly different. So I have a ton of leather fragrances, but I have nothing like it. It performs really well, and it's this darkish, smoothish leather together with a very, also sort of a dark kind of aquatic side. So it's not super bright aquatic, it's more darkish.
But it's aquatic. Dark aquatic, it's kind of have something fresh and sparkling about it. Something, a hint, just a hint of sweetness. So this is a really great one. I believe that you in one video actually said that if you got to choose to keep me as your best fragrance friend or keep Ombre Leather, you chose to go with Ombre Leather. And now you're saying that this one is competing with Ombre Leather, so I'm like, where does that leave me? So I love all of the gentleman fragrances from Givenchy, but there are some that are a bit better than the others. And I thought that Reserve Privé was my favorite, but I keep reaching for the EDP almost all the time. When I'm preparing my top list, I'm always reaching for this one, and I'm like, no, I can't have it in this video as well. But this smells so good, and you had it on the other day. It has that powderiness, but it also has a huge dose of something warm, sweet, and just so inviting, so soft. A fabulous one. Yeah,
you are super quick on complimenting me whenever I spray this one on. So another current favorite of mine is powdery, warm, a bit woody vanilla. Oh my, and it has a citrusy slash peppery kind of brightness in the opening. This is Nishane Ani.
So good.
Oh my god, I'm starting to put a dent on that bottle.
Yeah.
I do want to mention something. This is fantastic powdery vanilla, probably one of the best powdery vanillas a man can buy. The performance is out of this world and it's crazy good on its own, but I'm layering it like crazy. And I'm gonna keep on layering it in order to find even more layering combinations. But I quickly wanted to mention two. I have Casamat Rasana from Rasasi. This is like a mix of Creed Aventus with a bunch of other fragrances. Another epic fragrance that I enjoy layering together with Ani is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Parfum. So this is also a powdery vanilla with a bit of spices on top. But here's the thing, when you mix these different kinds of powderness and these different kinds of vanilla, the end result is intoxicating. So when you layer, you can layer in the sense that you create contrast, or you can layer in the sense that you enhance or create nuance to a specific kind of scent. So in this case, I'm layering these two to create something that is super powdery, super sort of a vanillic focus in a fantastic way.
I think 2022 is going to be the year of the flankers, because there has been so many good releases and flankers to great ones this year. And another one is the Most Wanted Parfum.
Yeah.
I love the original, but this one is, it's like the original, but it's a bit deeper, a bit darker, a bit less sweet, but still amazing. And maybe the perfect one for those who do kind of like the original, but want something a bit less sweet. So even though I really love the original, it's always nice with something new, something updated. So this is my current favorite for now.
Yeah, awesome pick. So this one, I would have actually chosen this one. Probably if you wouldn't have chosen it. This one is an amazing one, and we did a comparison between this one and the original. I'm gonna link to that one above, so please do make sure to check it out. This one gives me a bit of the sort of the same vibes, but at the same time, we're talking about nuances here. It's also doing its own thing. This is a fantastic scent. If you enjoy the original, which used to be one of my absolute favorite dating fragrances for a long time, then you will most likely enjoy this one as well. My next pick, a fragrance I reached for quite a bit, and I do think I might actually need to buy a backup bottle for two reasons. This bottle is almost coming to an end, and for the second reason, Paco Rabanne sometimes discontinue some of their best fragrances.
Yeah, and for the third reason, because you want to give this to me and buy a new one for yourself.
Okay. No, stop it.
I was just waiting, like, can you just stop talking so I can spray
it
it
on. So this one to me has sort of a soft kind of powdery feel to it, but it's not super powdery. It has vanilla, like an intoxicating kind of vanilla in it, together with a woody side. And then there's something else. I have no idea what that something else could be. It almost feels like there's something, maybe fruity sweet or something. It's not sweet.
Or like caramel sugary sweet.
Yeah, and that thing makes this thing intoxicating.
Me?
Super
you mean
sexy.
Me?
No, I mean that one. This one. Stop it. It's not everything is about you. So, guys, if you have never tried Dangerous Me, and if you enjoy woody vanillic fragrances and just want something that not everyone else has, please do try this one.
So my next pick is MISSONI Wave, and this is a new love of mine. This is kind of like Yimmishu Man Aqua or Aquaman, and it's kind of like cool water from Davidoff, the different ones. They are not exactly the same, but this is like energizing, uplifting, clean, very fresh, very mass appealing and crowd pleasing kind of fragrances. They are not the most unique ones, but they don't have to be, because They just smell so good and they just get you in this wonderful mood.
So if you are a subscriber, then you know that I call the next one the one above all. And I do so because it's probably one of my absolute most favorite scents. This is Dior Homme Intense. So this particular bottle is an older one. And I've used it, I got about half of it left, and I've been sort of staying away from it, at least trying, but it's not going that well. And here's the thing, if you have something you truly love, then fuck it, just use it, even if you can't find that specific scent. I absolutely love reaching for this, especially on days when it's a bit more chilly.
Yeah, and I'm quite happy that I'm not always in your current favorite videos, because I would choose this every single month as my current favorite. So now it's a bit colder outside, and that's so good, because that's when you can pick out Replica Jazz Club, which is this wonderful tobacco and boozy kind of fragrance that is warm, it's a bit smoky, it's sexy and inviting.
Yeah. Please like this video, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrance's channel. I'm gonna link to her channel in the description below. Sub to her, sub to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.